You want to learn how to use data merge and create a document that has different layouts with the data merge information. I'll stick around and I'll show you how to do this. It is not a perfect technique. It has certain limitations, and it is a bit cumbersome, but it gets the job done, and it's absolutely free. All right, stick around then. So these are the elements that we need to create an InDesign document with data merge and the ability to change our pages with parent pages, different parent pages. So we need a CSV document or the document of your preference for you importing the data merge data. Different styles like character styles and paragraph styles. We need text variables. We need off-page text frames, which are these little guys here. I will explain the importance of them further on. And of course, we need parent layouts so we can then apply to the regular pages, and the data merge will respect and preserve each information. So let's go one by one. There's 7 steps. The first one is obvious, is just creating a parent page layout. This is the design part. And of course, we would have to include all sorts of styles that you want the rest of the document to have. The most important two are the character styles and the paragraph styles. So each header, each different character or paragraph, even the QR codes can be also affected, or you can change the color of your QR codes with object styles. I have a video on this. Then we go to the text variables. In order to create text variables, we would need definitely the character and paragraph styles already created. So when the step 1 is to create the text variables with the character styles and paragraph styles. And after this, step 2 is to assign each corresponding parts of the layout to the text variable. I will go into further detail further on the video, but it's simply assign a text variable to each element on your parent pages, okay? After this, we jump outside the parent pages into the regular pages, and we are going to place only one page in our pages, and we will create these elements, which are off-page text frames. This is what I created. In order for this to work, we will then populate them with the style. All right, then we're going to jump to the exciting part, importing the data merge information. And then we will create the data merge document with the X amount of pages you already assigned in the spreadsheet. And sometimes when there's a text that goes beyond the first line of the text frame, you might see something like this. You simply convert variable text to normal text, and I will show you how. All right, so we're going to jump into a little bit more detail and show you how things are done. Okay, so we're going to go through the steps and in detail. And the first step is the logical steps to go to, which is creating the parent layouts. And this is it. This is, I created 5 parent layouts. They're very, very simple, nothing extraordinary in design wise, but what we're trying to achieve here is to learn how to do this data merge. So here's I only created 3 text styles, 2 paragraph styles, and 1 character style. So this is the header, this is the paragraph, and this is the character style. I've applied it in different ways throughout the document. Here's just the paragraph style. Here is just the character style. And I never like to have if I'm only using a character style, I don't like to have any paragraph styles here. So the only way I've figured out how to do this is by choosing paragraph here and then no paragraph style. So that's this page. This other is like a little, I don't know, section breaker. Very simple, only the header. And in this section, we're going to place we can place here a character style also. And so we're done with page 1. I'm sorry, step 1, which is creating the layouts, and also step 2, which is applying styles to the parent layouts. Now let's go to step 3. Okay, so we're going deep a little bit, and on step 3 is to create text variables and assign those text variables. So let's go to each one. And as we said, we have just 3 variables here. So let us go first to type, then go down to text variables and define. Here we simply delete everything that's there and press new. Then we will go to type and go down to character style, because we're going to assign the one and only character style that we have. And what I do, in order not to confuse with so many character styles and paragraph styles that we would have in the future, I would simply write the same name that is here on character style is the same name as on my text variable. Everything is orderly and understanding. And here, character, I would just assign from the list. I only have 1, so we can only see 1, and press OK. And we have our new text variable. We're going to choose new, so we can create these 2 paragraph styles. But instead of a character style here, we can choose the type, which is a paragraph style. And on style, we can see our 2 styles, which is paragraph. So I would write paragraph and 1 R. R. And click here and then new. And the same thing, we are on paragraph styles. And let's click on the header here. Brilliant. So we're all set, and we press OK. So let me do this. All right. So the second step inside is to assign all of the character styles to where they're going to be applied. So we double click on every header. We go down from type down to text variables and insert header. So we can see one of these brackets. We're going to do the same thing with the character style here. And we choose the character, where the data merge is going to populate every character, and then paragraph, same thing. It's going to show just 1 word, but it's going to fill all the paragraphs. So we are doing the same thing here, choosing select all and choosing the appropriate style that we are going to have. So type, and then this one is the character style, and over here is the paragraph style, and so on. Let me just quickly finish here. Paragraph, character, header. This is the character. There we go. We completed step 3. Let's go to step 4. Okay, so we're going to do 2 steps, which is to create these little text frames right, outside the page, but touching the page in a way, and then assign one text style to each of these text frames. So we jump outside the parent page section, and we're going to choose only work only with one page. If we have several pages and then data merge fulfills its job or populates many pages, we're going to be repeating from 1 to 7 hundreds of times, or many times. It's going to be a nightmare. So we're just going to put one page here, and if we want to change the layout, we simply change the layout like this, and it's going to be wonderful. You're going to see. So back to the step. So we have 3 styles. So we're going to create 3 text boxes here. The key or the important issue here is that the text box has to touch the page. So I slightly overlap it. If you only have 3, no problem. You can do the 3 like this. But if you have a dozen or 20 character and paragraph styles, it's going to be a little nightmare. So what I do is simply try to create like a little leg or extension. And this is the way I do it. I simply create 3 dots or 3 anchor points and drag one of them down below. So go to the next one, and 1, 2, 3, and then drag below. So it's technically touching the page, and that means it's being activated. So that's the way to do it. Now, since we have 3 styles, we have to assign 1 style per box. So you can either choose the box like this, and for the first one, I'm going to assign the character style, and I don't want any paragraph style, not even basic paragraph. So I will. What I do is I click inside, select all, and then go to this section of the panel and go to no paragraph style. So it's sterilized in a way that it only contains 1 style and strictly 1 style. Same thing here. Click inside, select all, and here we have the paragraph style linked to this box. Same thing here. Select all and the header. So if we click here just to verify, we can see character style here, paragraph style there, and header. Great. Okay, for this next step, it doesn't matter if you created the spreadsheet before or after all of the steps that we've been seeing, but I generally create the spreadsheet first because I know what's going to be included in the document. So let's jump to this. Let's jump to a spreadsheet. So we have the header, paragraph, character, and then the QR code, which has to include a hashtag. And you can also include, let's say, like an image. You can see a lot of videos that explain how to do that, but I'm not going to do it for this example. So we said we have 5 pages. So let me populate this. So here is my spreadsheet all fulfilled. And of course, I place each element on each text that corresponds to what's in the layout. For example, in this, in the QR code, the page 5, page 5 only has the QR code, which is going to be here. So I will place QR code only on page 5, which is the 6th row. Now, I've done an example, even though the header is not going to be on every single page. I've also done applying a header to every single row in my spreadsheet, so you can see that nothing goes wrong if you have an excess of information. Okay, so we will save this as a CSV, CSV file. So here we're going to choose CSV file, and I like to see my settings, my choices, and I often just choose UTF -16 and just leave everything on field delimiter as a tab and string delimiter as a quote. So that's it. Let's jump back in, and I'll explain to you the next step. All right. So here we go to the data merge section, which I already have here assigned. And we will, let's see what. All right. So we will just simply choose select a data source. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Wonderful. So here we simply choose the data source, and we have in every single line on row number 1, it's the same thing as the header. And as I said before, the headers have the same name as the character style. So everything is neatly organized, and we can prevent any confusion. So we simply go to the page number 1, the one that has the text frames outside the page. So what I do is click inside, select all, once again, and I'm verifying that this is the character style. So I simply go to the data merge section and look for the character and double click, and we see these 2 double brackets, which means this is a data merge element. Same thing here. I click inside, select all, and it is a paragraph style. So I choose paragraph by double clicking, and it populates here. Same thing with the header. I click header and simply populate there. Okay. So as you can see, we have an offset text, and what I do is I simply select everything and choose a basic text font, like Arial, and make them the same thing, white and tiny. In this case, let's choose 9. So if I populate inside here, it's not going to offset. Now, for the paragraph style, it will offset a little bit. So I'm just going to exceed this lot. All the text will fit inside, and we won't have any problems. All right. So that's the stage. We need the barcode. So for the barcode, we're not going to be using the off-page text. Simply grab the barcode here and drag it to the box, and we will. Oh, no. What we're going to do is here on page one. On page 1, we are going to have the barcode placeholder, and we're simply going to drag it where it belongs. All right. So we're ready to create the data merge. Okay. So after we created or imported the data merge, we need to create the document itself and do small editing things, because the document is not absolutely perfect. So let's jump back in, and we can see that the data merge, if we press review, we can see that it populates the upper section here. Now, why doesn't it show over here? I don't know, but what I do is I just hide and show the ruler. And by doing that, it updates, refreshes the information. So I can see that it is working. So let's just create the document. And all right. Let's just create the document and so you can see what's going on. All right. So here in this section, we can see that everything is on the parent style A. So let's change to other styles. So we can simply drag the page to, the parent page to the corresponding page. Or what I do is I just simply right click, press A on my keyboard to the section that says apply parents to pages, and then shift tab to go back once, and simply press the letter of the parent page name. In this case, it's the letter D. So on my keyboard, I press D and then enter, and that's very quick. So let's apply the parent E on this page. I right click, press A on my keyboard, shift tab to go backwards, press E on my keyboard and enter. And just like that, I've assigned parent page to a page. Okay. So this is an issue that I want to talk to you about, but let us see the other pages. So how do we convert text variables to regular text? Well, we unfortunately have to activate or unlink the text frames to the parent. So here's an issue that we showed you in the beginning, where there's a lot of text and it compresses everything into one line. There's two ways that we can deal with this. One, with scripts. I've actually outsourced a script that's licensed only to me. Unfortunately, I can't share it because it wouldn't work on your computer. But you can create a script on AI or anything. So this will allow me to convert text variables to regular text without unlinking or without overriding these text frames. But if you don't have that, or you want to do it manually, you simply on a Mac press Command Shift and highlight what you want to convert, and you click inside, press select all, and then go to the type menu, go down to text variables and press convert to variable text to regular text. And here we go. Now we can see that we have only part of a paragraph. Or I'm not sure if there's a limit on the amount of text that we can use. In my case, I usually just need a very small paragraph, so I've never had an issue with this. And for this explanation, this is my first time trying such a long paragraph. But if you can find a solution to this issue, you're more than welcome to share it with us. Let's override this text frame and convert from variable text to regular text. You have to click inside, select all, then go to the type menu and simply convert to variable text. So this box right here is the QR code. I know it's a little uncomfortable, but it's the way to do it. And here is the QR code. Let's convert these guys to the. Just one note and an advice: when you have all of these pages, it's best for you to modify the pages from the parent pages. For example, in this, the first one, you can make a lot of modifications. That is completely acceptable, and they will show on the regular page as likewise. Now, this text frame, it has a certain interdependence with the parent page. We can still modify some things, but it still retains some sort of linkage. For example, here on the parent page, I can change its position and it will change it with it. You can make changes on rotation and size, and it will do so. The only issue is that on a regular page, if you make one movement, for example, here I will make a tiny movement and it will break the linkage with the parent page. So back to the parent page, I'm going to turn it and increase the size. And on the regular page, it's just, no, it went berserk and it didn't really work. So my recommendation is to make every edit on the parent page. All right, so that's it. A way so you can use data merge and also apply different master pages or parent pages to the document. I hope you liked it. Please help if you know how to solve certain issues or know how to improve certain issues. I would appreciate that. Also appreciate your like and a comment on anything. If it worked, leave a comment. That'll mean the world to me. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.